Whoa, he made the international sign of the donut.
Get this, fangirls and fanboys, it's episode 40 of Electric Fancave on electricfeast.com. Corrigan Vaughn and Kristen Latterell at your service, joined today by our chums Jerry and Emily Fuentes, only one of which is sitting next to me right now, for another fun-filled afternoon of pop culture, unresearched assertions, and general geeking out. Today we're going to have a little talk about the Boy Is Mine remake nobody is asking for, the surprising resurgence of the Pink Ranger, the classy celebrity engagement announcement that broke hearts and the internet, and all those crazy casting rumors for the Suicide Squad movie. The opinions will be strong and the atmosphere jovial, so let's get it started. What?
On a Tuesday. Dun, 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 dun. I was trying to sing Pink. Remember Pink? Get this party started on a Tuesday night.
I didn't get that, yeah.
I don't know the rest of the words other than that part. And it's not even Tuesday. I think it's Saturday or Friday.
Yeah, it's Saturday night, I believe. But I like that you went with that and not Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, I like the throwback.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a better one, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Which
I'm not sure.
I always do the Pink. That one's kind of my standby. Whenever someone says "get this party started," I'm like, yeah.
Well, that's it. That's a classic. I remember when I was in 8th grade and Pink's first CD came out, like buying that for a friend for her birthday, and that making me the best person in the world. And so I have a soft spot for Pink.
I like Pink. And that one time she did that Cirque du Soleil thing on her performance, and I'm like, who is this fool?
Yeah, she's bananas.
Girlfriend could beat you up.
Yeah, I would be terrified of that.
If I met her in a dark alley, forget it. I'm just giving her all my money and leaving.
I know, right? You know, she like proposed to her husband and everything. Like,
she's
not a person who sits around and waits for what she wants.
No way. Respect.
I try to decide if my sister, Katie Barrow, who's a very strong, abrasive woman, if the two of them fought, I don't know who would win. I really don't.
Ooh,
I would like to see it, though.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, Pink has that exclamation point in her name, but Katie has the pomp, so...
That's true. This pomp's 6 inches, for those who don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of pomp.
It's intense.
It adds another... I mean, now she's like an Amazon by the time
she's already 10 feet tall, so the pomp just, it really... Whew.
Adds to the mystique.
So someday, maybe we'll see this, and it'll be great.
Hopefully.
We'll see them throw down. Somehow we're going to arrange this, like just make a situation in which one of them insults the other.
Yeah. I mean, when we get to episode, 60 of the Fan Cave, I'm pretty sure we'll have enough clout to get Pink to throw down with one of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's when Pink is ready for a celebrity death match, you know.
Let's not get crazy.
Kristen, you're a little under the weather.
I'm a little under the weather, so yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to try to mute the mic when I hack up my other lung, which I seem to have lost in my room somewhere. But yeah, I was in Mexico this weekend, and just there's a whole lot of stuff happening in this, throat, chest area. So
you got demons running all through.
Did a little Vicks Vapor Rub action yesterday. Watched a little Bletchley Circle. Season 2 is on Netflix. For those of you who don't watch it, it's the most underrated show in the history of time, I've decided.
Well, that and Miss Fisher.
Yes, but also Bletchley Circle is just so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can rave enough about this show, you guys. It's about 4 women who were code breakers during World War II in London, in England, and it's now 10 years after the war, and they're all kind of finding themselves, during the war, they were so important and so vital to getting this information, and especially the first season really kind of is a peek into, how their lives kind of just changed so drastically following the war. All of a sudden, they weren't needed, and they were kind of relegated back to these roles that they don't want.
Yeah, trying to be domestic after being, super bad people.
But each one of them is so crazy smart. And so anyway, so the first season is about them, and they track down a serial killer, basically profiling the serial killer before profiling was a thing, using all of these, they're really good at patterns and picking out all these different things, and it's so rad. And so season 2 is on Netflix right now, and so I started watching that, and it's just rad. I mean, and it's so great. We're in this kind of time where women in television and media are making a resurgence, and people really want these powerful female characters, and these women are so real. And the second season picks up at a point with one of them had this, she's suffering from this insane trauma of something that happened in season 1. I think it's a very real, she just cannot get past it. And I think that's very telling and real. I think lots of times in TV we just they deal with it for one episode and they move on. she's gonna get over it. I'm like, this is something that I don't know, like, maybe she can't move on from this. Like, that's very possible, you know? And it's kind of getting a peek into that, which I really love, but at the same time still showing, like, but she's still, like, has all these, you know, roles in her life that she has to fulfill. Anyway, it's great, and you guys really, now I'm rambling about it, but you really should watch it. It's
rambling
so
on the
good.
Electric Fan Cave? That's
I know,
ridiculous.
weird. Gosh, if you don't want rambling, go see Geek Legacy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was good for my sleeping most of the day yesterday trying to kick this. But yeah, so sorry if I sound like a man.
Have you watched season 2 of Miss Fishers yet?
I've started it. I watched the first episode.
I am so excited about this. You guys, this is another one that you should really be watching.
You really
Probably
should.
especially women viewers might, you know, like it a little more.
Bletchley is made for both. I think
Bletchley's more of a...
But Miss Fisher's definitely her outfits are reason enough to watch it. And just her attitude and the way she deals with people.
She's just like this super liberated woman in the jazz age.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be England or is it supposed to be Australia?
Australia. She's in Melbourne.
I wasn't sure if it's actually supposed to be Australia or if it's an Australian show. So, yeah.
No, yeah, she's
Jazz
in
Age,
Melbourne.
Australia. And she is just, like, the fun thing about this show is that they don't really, like, they don't question her as this progressive woman,
No.
you know? Like, she just is what she is. Like, she sleeps with, like, every guy she meets, you know? Like,
pretty much every guest star. Someone she either has slept with or going to sleep.
It's like her form of hospitality, you know? Like, she's like, oh, you're coming to stay at my house? You should probably sleep with me.
Probably sleep with me.
And it's like, it's not really a thing. Well, she also has, like, a love interest in it, you know? And everything about this show, she's, like, basically sort of this Miss Marple type character who's always got her nose in everything. And you know, when it's
so
unwanted,
capable and
but she solves mysteries and she's good at it.
She's really smart. Oh, you guys, she's great and she's hilarious. And the cast of people, these like ragtag group of people that help her with the cases.
Yeah, it's like her house staff and things like that.
Her butler, whose name is Mr. Butler, is the most delightful, surprising character on that show. Her like maid lady who's like so conservative Catholic is like oh gosh, she's awesome. The constable that like helps the detective who she's like constantly just butting heads with is the most endearing person in the whole world. These two cab drivers that help her solve. I mean, it's just
the cast is wonderful.
It's just a wonderful cast. So that's another one.
So these guest stars, like, I'm assuming this main actress has some pull in who she decides to be the guest stars. Like, does she pick up herself of hotness?
Like she's like, you know,
I would think so.
Let's do that one.
I'd like to create a scene with them.
Yeah, and there's some interesting blokes in it too. Like,
there's that super tall guy that was in McLeod's Daughters.
Yeah, McLeod's Daughter, Aaron Jeffrey. When he showed up, I was like, yes, that one. You should probably hit that, Miss Fisher. You should get on that,
girlfriend.
Hit that.
Literally, get on that.
she must be picking these guys,
right?
Based off of others. No blame.
I don't know. I would not blame her. But, I don't know. Everyone who's in charge of any decision on that show has my vote for everything. Like,
you can put them in
choose
charge
my
of more
life
things.
for me.
Totally.
You're doing a good job.
Put them in charge of my life. But those are your Netflix recommendations for today. Screw Netflix roulette. Listen to us.
Yeah.
You got your Netflix Rex? Whatever. I don't know.
What? Let's see. So, while we're in the neighborhood, we should talk about a thing that we're not as excited about as Miss Fisher. And
let's take a turn here. This is honestly a travesty, and I think someone should be criminally prosecuted for even thinking this is a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. You guys, you may remember the anthem of the late 90s or early aughts, whenever it came out, by Monica and Brandy, called The Boy Is Mine, which is a classic. That music video...
Mekhi Phifer was the said boy in question for this song.
Mm-hmm.
He does not get more 90s than Brandy, Monica, and Mekhi Phifer. I mean, there's nothing that screams 90s more.
There are chokers worn in this video. There is, like, midriff. There's
bearing
high shoes. Everything about it is just a perfect encapsulation of the decade in which it was born. And they are so talented. And
they are so talented.
There's so much.
And they're both at their peaks. They're peaking at this time in their careers. Yeah. They're doing so. I mean, they're at the height of popularity.
Yeah. Cinderella was 2 years before.
Yes, this
that is
well.
And without question, without a doubt, that is the best version of Cinderella out there.
Obviously. Yeah, I don't think anyone in their right mind would question that assertion. I mean,
I'm sorry. Let's just, real quick, let's just recap this cast.
Do it.
Okay?
Let's
really
do it.
quick for you. Whitney Houston.
Right.
Brandy. Victor Garber. Whoopi Goldberg. Jason Alexander. Bernadette Peters.
Yeah.
And the kind of Asian white guy that played the prince.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that guy was.
Another good-looking man.
A+ for diversity on this.
Yeah. It was amazing.
So good. Anyway, so...
Yeah, so this song, naturally this classic anthem of the R&B age is going to be remade by Ariana Grande and Jessie J. What?
No words.
The thing... I just don't think that you can... Okay.
Just get it out, girl.
You can do it.
I can't even formulate an argument to this.
Yeah.
There's just... I don't understand the reason.
There's no rational...
There's no rational... I mean, this is even less rational than trying to do... Remember when they were going to do that Aaliyah biopic with that funky girl? I don't even remember who she was. And I was like, what? Like, that even makes... Yeah. This makes even less sense to me.
Much less sense. I don't, like... This, and it's so basically like the fella who was the mastermind behind the song, I guess, is like, it's his like 20th anniversary as a producer or whatever, and so he's having people release versions of songs he did before. So like Sam Smith is doing It's Not Right But It's Okay by Whitney Houston, and I'm actually okay with that as like, I mean, I don't know why he has
I kind of feel
fixation.
like that's like when people try to do Whitney Houston at karaoke.
Yeah, well, but it's
that's
Sam
kind
Smith.
of my... I know, but still, there's not a lot of...
Whitney.
I mean, Whitney Houston is Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Not that Sam Smith is not a lovely singer.
Right. And my question, like, okay, he is in the 90s, this guy managed to have these, like, great songs with these black women. Why are we now remaking it with non-black people? Like, you know what we need in 2014? We really need to whitewash those classics of the 90s. Like, it's about time we move past all that blackness from the 90s. That was a real problem back then. I'm so glad we live in a post-black world.
He's a true pioneer for diversity.
He's a pioneer for diversity.
Yeah, day and age. I'm thankful for one.
What? I don't understand this at all.
Well, for me, I feel like if you're gonna do your 20th thing, like I would invite those people back for like a reunion. Like, let's remix those. I mean, as much as I'm against remixes also, I'm the first one to say it. The only remix I think that's ever been done correctly was the NSYNC remix with Nelly of Girlfriend.
I was going to say, this is going to be an NSYNC one. I'm just waiting to find out which.
Yeah, so that's the only remix that's ever been done correctly in the history of remixes. I'm going to say it. You can't possibly convince me otherwise. The only thing remixes do is confuse you when you try to sing the next line, and that's not where it happens because they've added a new beat. Just drives me completely bananas. Anyway, I would be for like a new remix. Like, sure, let's update to 2014 musically. Like, let's get some more different,
like there's other things you could do with it other than being like, oh, here's two pop stars who are like hot for 5 minutes right now.
They had a song 3 months ago that was really happening this summer, so we should definitely give them another duet. I'm like,
or even if we're like having really low standards here, right? Like, of like it has to be like a white pop star or whatever. There's tons of better ones to pick from.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and I think like Ariana Grande, like she's a Mariah. She's not a Brandy Monica. And Jessie J is.
I don't know anything about Jessie J.
She's a British pop star.
She was in that one video that Tyrese posted with her daughter. It's pretty much all I know about Jessie J.
Okay. Well, she did like the "It's Not About the Money" song. Not about
is that her?
Money.
That's from Pitch Perfect.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's, she's good at what she does, but it's not the R&B of that age that Monica and Brandy were singing.
Yeah.
And it's just like why? There are other people you could have gotten to do this or just not done it.
Not done it. That's my argument. I don't even want anybody else to do it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that song just almost, I look back and I can remember I just remember that time so much. Like, me and my friend Karina, all we ever did was choreograph moves to that song. And we would always fight, like, I'm going to be Brandy. No, I get to be Monica. And, like, we had our
And you
parts.
know all the ad-libs to it and everything, too? Like, when you sing it, and you're like,
hey, can I talk to you for a minute? Oh, yeah, sure. You know, you look kind of familiar. Oh, yeah, you do, too. You know somebody named? Oh, I know. You know his name. Opening part? It's like...
Yeah. I don't want to see anyone else do it.
I don't want to see anyone else. I don't want anyone else, you know, with the apartments that are adjacent to one another.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
come on. It's just...
It's so...
Stop. This is just taking away from my childhood. Can't we just let things be?
Let it be.
Let's move on and let's be creative in new ways. Let's not rehash these things that are so epic on their own.
Right? At least if you're going to remake something, like, it just has to be something that wasn't, like, perfect as it was. You know? It was perfect as it was.
It was.
Everything about it, like, it's them. It's Brandy and Monica that are so important to the song and what they bring to it. So I just don't. Stop
and
doing
Corey,
this.
and you said it earlier when we were talking about that we were going to talk about this, of like, I don't want kids nowadays thinking like, oh yeah, you know, The Boy's Mine, like it's some new hit. I'm like, excuse me.
Yes.
You need to slow your roll. That song does not belong to you. It belongs to
yours.
me.
It will
That
never
song,
be yours.
the song is not yours. Weird Al should do a remix of which old people like us argue with teens nowadays.
Right.
You're like, the song is mine. The song is mine. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me. The boy is mine. With my good, like, deep voice, I can almost get that Monica, Brandy raspiness going, you know?
I felt it channeled right there.
I was channeling it.
Oh, it's really...
Anyway.
It's problematic.
Oh,
and I'm not pleased. I'm not pleased with this development. That is
thumbs down.
On. If anyone can find any reason that we should be okay with this happening. But this is, it reminds me of, like, the time that my little cousin tried to claim that Billy Joe Armstrong was ripping off Avril Lavigne because he was wearing skinny ties. Like, what? Please. My brain. I can't.
No. I refuse.
Yeah,
history, people. These kids don't have a greater understanding of history. That's why we have the issues we have today. If people really understood what 90s pop culture meant to people, they would not even think about doing this.
They would not. Like, Ariana Grande, was she even there? Has she existed in the 90s?
No, she wasn't even born yet. Was she actually? I don't know. She looks like she's 12.
She looks like she wasn't born.
I mean, she's like a nugget. I can fit her in my pocket, I'm pretty sure. She's like 3 feet tall.
What, Jerry? Why are you judging?
I'm just saying, it shows a 14. The math isn't exactly tough to do.
I don't know how old she is. She looks like she's 12.
She could be 12, Jerry.
Turn Jerry. Move over a little.
No, I don't want you in this anymore. Get out of here, Jerry.
Because it's a split screen.
Okay.
So you have to kind of all be...
Split screen sadness.
This is getting weird. I got the split screen sadness. Anyways, here's Jerry Fuentes, intern Jerry of the Cameron Lewis Show. Nope, intern Jerry of the Magic Hour. Producer Jerry of the Cameron Lewis Show.
Yeah.
Just confusing.
Like a band right now.
Yeah,
like, with
band
the backup
photo.
Singers, and it's cute.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty hardcore. I feel good about us right now.
I definitely want to just tell you about something that happened on the ride over here.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, if you guys are into blasphemous marketing,
oh boy,
my Spotify. Who isn't? Obviously.
It's a genre I'm very into.
Yeah, it's the new wave of advertising.
Yeah.
So, on my Spotify, the radio commercial came on. And it was like, God, this is Jesus. I need help down there. And he's like, Jesus, are you in hell again? And he goes, no, God, I need help down there. My loincloth is old.
No!
And God's like, well, me undies are a great heavenly pair of, chonies that you can wear. I was just like, wow, this is real. How do they know to cater to me on this?
What?
Yeah, this is real.
Is this like a local commercial or
it was on Spotify? So Spotify caters it towards its listeners. So I don't know if I should be offended.
Yeah, you probably should. That they thought you were the targeted market for that.
The list, looking at my list of bands I listen to, Misfits, Bad Religion, I don't blame them. But still, it's real.
That's
Someone in marketing thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what else? I'd actually, on the theme of streaming music on the internet and getting weird ads, I had one for Nick Jonas was doing some kind of promotion with Pandora.
Obviously.
And this is what they decided, because you know how like Pandora you give the thumbs up, right?
Yeah.
Their promotion was like you would if you gave a thumbs up to a Nick Jonas song, he gave you like a private Skype concert or something. The promotion was called Thumb Moments with Nick Jonas.
She said that to me and I was like, I'm so what?
Thumb Moments with Nick Jonas. And I'm like,
It's like
I thought that was a good idea.
That was the best you could come up with, huh?
Out of all of the things we could have done, Thumb Moments.
Moments.
I don't even think Bob Odenkirk would approve that one.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I mean, come on, Spotify and Pandora, you need to get your marketing people together.
Odenkirk?
Bob Odenkirk wrote. You're right. Steve
Odenkirk.
Steve Odenkirk. Sorry, Bob Odenkirk's show.
I don't know who either of those people are, so I'm just going to
Steve
let you
Odenkirk,
guys vote
Thumb
that.
Wars,
Thumb Wars.
Thumbtanic, all that jazz.
There's literally
Also,
a
Kung
movie.
Pao, Enter the Fist.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a great one. That's a
Cool.
classic film right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonguey.
A little racist, but it's still very funny.
Oh, if it's only a little racist, that's okay.
Yeah, everyone's a little bit racist. It's okay.
Or accidentally
We do
racist,
not
that's the
endorse
case,
this on the
Yes, it's sarcasm. I don't know if anybody can tell by our tone.
Yeah.
The
I
past
don't know.
10 minutes have not been endorsed by anyone at Fancave or Electric Feast.
Yeah. Ugh,
Or Jesus, by that.
definitely not endorsed by Jesus.
Go with this.
Once they did I've been having trouble down there, I was like, oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Father and
man.
son conversation I did not need to hear.
Yeah, well, anyway,
Wow.
should we call in our
You guys,
consultant?
We have a
today?
special consultant with us. Do you want me to bring her in and then intro her?
Awesome.
Yeah, whichever way you think is
Okay.
best.
Yeah, we're going to bring in our very special Benedict Cumberbatch correspondent
Yes.
/ I would say Sherlock correspondent for any further or
course.
future Sherlock things we need.
Yeah,
My
this
friend
is a very
Lauren.
important role you'll be seeing more of, I'm sure, in the future.
Yeah, my friend Lauren is the ultimate Cumberbatch fangirl of all. And
You were really thinking through what you were going to call that, weren't you?
Yes, and I remember we're PG on this show.
Cumberbabe.
Those of you who are also Cumber collectives know the other name of which I was probably going to say, but I'm now not going to. Anyway, that's really saying something of the crew that I run with, that this is the ultimate Cumberbatch fangirl in my life. So she's going to weigh in a little bit on the little
Some news. Yeah.
some news that we had. So we're going to get her called in here. She is in Florida. She's actually a pastor in Florida. So
All right.
Okay.
That's pretty excellent.
This
Okay.
is friend
Heyo.
Facebook.
Hey, Lauren.
Hey,
Hello. Welcome to the Fan Cave.
can you see me?
I
Not
cannot.
yet.
We
You
just
might
have
have
your
to
picture
activate.
there. Oh,
Oh,
there you
there
go.
we
my
go.
thing.
There we are.
Wait
Right?
for it.
Hey.
Yes.
Well, hello. Oh, look at she's got the poster.
She even has the Sherlock poster in the back.
Ready.
She's legit.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm a big nerd.
Lauren, let me introduce you. You guys, this is Lauren. Lauren, this is Jerry in the angel shirt. Corrigan, obviously, who you know from the Fan Cave, and then my friend Emily. They're all my friends, but anyway, that's beside the point.
Yep.
Especially.
It's just mostly Emily.
Mostly Emily is my friend. I tolerate the other two,
And they tolerate you, my friend.
as they do.
Greatly.
Yes.
Remind me never to invite you back. So, Lauren, I've already introed you as you're going to be our Cumberbatch correspondent, as it were.
That's fantastic.
And so we kind of just wanted to get your input. There was some big news that dropped last week, a bombshell, if you will, that if you guys missed it, that Benedict Cumberbatch is getting married.
I know, right?
And so let's first talk about the classiness, I think, of his announcement, which was in the newspaper.
Yes, it was. And it mentioned his parents and hers.
Yeah.
Okay? That was just so fantastic. And it was just dropped in there. They paid for the announcement. No. Perfect.
Can you imagine you're reading the newspaper that day, you're just going through and you're like, oh, I like to see the little engagement announcements. Those are always so cute. What?
Is there another
There
guy
can't be
named
there
Cumberbatch
can't be
out there?
another Benedict Cumberbatch, can there?
Who else
It
names
doesn't
their
even
kid
say
that?
Benedict Cumberbatch. It says, B.
Timothy
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't even have his full name, because it's Benedict Timothy Carlton Cumberbatch, and I'm mortified that I know that. But
You're in good company
You're
here.
in good company.
I wish you would. I wish you would.
but like, can we talk about the fact that he's marrying a woman as classy as like,
Yeah,
okay,
Let's give us a
Sophie
little background
Hunter.
on his.
yeah, give us a little background.
411.
All right, so she is an Oxford graduate. Okay, so she's brilliant, like he is.
Yep.
She speaks multiple languages. She like released an album in French. She's got a gorgeous voice.
Question: Do you have her French album?
I do not have her French album. I have
Yet.
Anthony Stewart Head's album in which he sings in French. But I do not and will not buy
I didn't
hers
know
because
that
I'm not
existed.
level.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds amazing.
This is a new level of geekery.
Yeah.
Yeah, my nerdery is more than wardrobe deep, man.
Love it.
Okay, so she has an album in French.
Yes, she's a theater director,
Of course.
and she has won awards for writing and directing her own play.
Goodness.
So, like, she's awesome. And they met, like, in 2009. They were in a movie together. It was called The Burlesque
Ooh.
Fairy Tale, something like that.
Okay.
Hi. I saw Burlesque.
They have, like,
it's
they have a
everything
little,
like
like, tiny scene together, which, you know, got gift and is on Tumblr everywhere.
Yes.
and on every article that's been written about
Yeah.
their engagement.
Right.
It's
Like,
the
that's-
only evidence anyone has that they've ever even met each other is this scene in a
They
movie.
were so secretive about it, which I just love.
I know. That's fantastic. I mean,
Oh,
you can't even be mad, you know?
it is impressive.
No,
It's
it was
in
truly
2014?
impressive. I was very happy for him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, in 2014, in a tabloid culture, and someone who is so followed by fans, you know?
Right.
Keep that under
And,
wraps.
like, not known for keeping secrets very well.
Right?
So,
It's
or
just
at least
amazing.
hinting that he has a secret. Like, that's what he usually does. If he doesn't actually reveal the secret, he just hints around in every interview ever.
Yes, exactly.
Although he gave an interview in Elle magazine, like, a week or two before the news dropped. And they were doing word associations, and it was like, they threw in words there like love and happiness and babies. Right? Because
Well,
of that
and also
face
we all
picture
remember the Benedict Cumberbatch with a baby photo.
Oh my
of
gosh.
photos.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking that.
I'm talking that one. We all
That
know the
one.
one that we're talking about that made uteruses all over the world just...
Yeah,
I was going to say thank you. I was going to say, I didn't want to say it out loud because it's embarrassing, but when I see it, my uterus glows.
yeah. It's like boom, pregnant.
Oh
Oh my gosh, it's like Jane the Virgin.
Yeah,
That's actually what happened
Right?
here.
Yeah.
Okay, no, and it's like every time he gives an interview, he says, I want to be a dad and I want to be married. It's like, I volunteer for tribute!
seriously. Oh.
Oh man, it's just it is, and it's so nice. And you're right. I don't think he could have done it in a classier way. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of a cooler way to have done this. And I also wish I could have been that, because don't you have to call those kinds of things into the newspaper?
Yeah.
So you know that person is on the phone and they're like, yeah, oh, yes, whatever, engagements and announcements. I hate my life. I'm bitter and alone. Whatever. Can I take your order? And they're like, oh yes, I'd like to put in for BT Cumberbatch. And they're like, what? They're like,
Spell
I'm
it?
sorry, who now? And and they're probably like, oh my gosh, who do I tell? And they can't tell anybody, and they're losing their ever-loving mind. Or the flip side of that, it's like old lady grandma who has absolutely no idea who those people are, and is like, could you spell that, please? Those
So
are the
is
two-
he the only
Well,
one
like,
that's
okay,
British,
so
even
yeah,
though all these
yeah,
people
yeah,
live in
right?
England in this scenario?
What?
He's the only one that's British in this scenario. All the rest of the people aren't. Is that what's going on?
You know what? I go in and out of it, Jerry. I'm sick.
That's
Sorry,
why.
sorry,
Oh,
Lauren. What were you saying?
Oh,
Well, I
obviously.
mean, like, if they didn't know him, which, I mean, who doesn't know him? But if it's a little old lady, like, his parents were both actors.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
when they mention, because it could have been, I mean, there could be another Cumberbatch. I mean, that's a really British name, and they're in England,
Yeah.
so, like, there could be other Cumberbatches.
It's like how
you know?
yeah, we found out
But
there was
when they
that
mentioned
woman.
Wanda and Timothy Carlton as his
Yeah.
parents, you're just like, oh my god, it's them!
Yeah, like that's gut. There's no way it's not. It's,
I mean, Wanda.
yeah,
Right?
That's how many Wandas do you know?
Right?
I don't know any Wandas.
A fish
Fish
called
called
Wanda.
Yeah, I know fish.
Yeah,
That's who
that's
I
about
know.
That's
it.
about where it ends.
Yeah, but there was.
But Lauren, you said you were reading some things on the internet today, but they're saying like, "Oh, is Martin Freeman going to be his best man?" And you're
Oh
like,
my god! Why do they say things? I hate the media. The media has done the worst coverage of this ever. Oh my god, they're like, oh, the Cumber bitches everywhere are sobbing their eyes out. No one, we are the Cumber Collective. Yeah. Okay.
And the Cumber Collective is pretty supportive.
We were all like super excited.
Yeah. It's
because
not
none of us had any ideas that any of us would ever like be in his realm. And so
yeah.
I mean, that's wanted to be married because he wanted to be married.
Yeah, like this is what he's been waiting for. This is like what he's wanted out of life, and I think that's always the like misrepresentation of the fan, right? Is I mean, and maybe
we're
for
not
like
crazy, we're a little crazy. We're not really crazy though.
For the most part, like the Benedict Cumberbatch fans are like older, you know, they're not like 14-year-old One Direction fans who do think they might have a chance and they hate anyone that they date. You know, it's like we're old enough to realize this is not a thing that's ever going to happen for us. And we're just like, now he's happy.
And we're happy. And that means that we're going to see a lot more pictures of Benedict with a baby, but it'll be his baby.
It'll be his baby.
Right?
We're going to hear stories.
That's running around and being smart.
His interviews are going to be amazing once he has a kid.
I know, he's going to be so happy.
Can you
imagine? And you know how many stuffed penguins that guy's going to get for his baby? I mean, it's going to be an astronomical amount.
You mean penguins?
Penguins.
Yeah, penguins.
He's going to have a nursery with a penguin theme.
It better be. Oh my gosh, it better be.
Man.
It has to be. It has to be.
It's so good. Gosh. Just as a side note, I feel that as a Cumberbatch fan, Sherlock fan, and so forth, you must have like a bit of Anglophilia to you, right? A little English fixation.
A little bit. Just
so
tiny
I'm wondering, did you see the most recent, not his Graham Norton clip, but the Graham Norton clip with Kristen Wiig, Steve Carell, and Chris O'Dowd recently?
No.
You guys. Kristen, did you get a chance to see? I think this is while you were in Mexico, actually.
Okay, then no.
So you guys need to watch this. It is like tears in your eyes, hilarious.
It has to be with those three. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, with those three
people. Are they in something together? Or no, they don't do that way, right?
On Graham Norton, I always feel like it's usually kind of a random collection of people on it. And so there's a, like, they're in the middle of a conversation, and all of a sudden they're like, whoa, like, Kristen Wiig's like, geez, that was an enormous fly. And they all start talking about how huge this fly is, and then Steve Carell starts telling them about, like, the trick to killing a fly, and, like, tricking it, and all this kind of stuff. Sorry, I just elbowed your baby. And so, like, he's telling, and then over the course of this interview, funny things happen. I'm not going to give away any of it, but eventually, Chris O'Dowd accidentally eats the fly. And mayhem ensues when this happens. That's one way to
get rid of them.
It's so good, you guys. Look it up. I mean, I'll post it on the blog.
Okay, and I have got to see that.
Yeah, it sounds genius.
I was seriously crying, and it's one of those things that, like, it starts out and it's funny and you're laughing really hard, and then you're laughing harder, and then you're just like, how is this? Yeah, I recommend it.
Genius.
Yes.
So man.
That's a good thing.
Hey, Lauren, thank you for stopping by and talking Cumberbatch with us.
Is there any other Benedict news we should know?
Any other Benedict, news we should know about?
Benedict news?
Yeah.
Sherlock news, anything?
Is he Doctor Strange?
I don't know. I hope so.
I want someone to answer that for us.
I think so. I hope so.
Well, we'll find out soon enough, I suppose.
His voice is even prettier.
I'm telling you, that man
Imitation Game comes out, I think, like in a week.
It does. It comes out next week. You're right. Imitation Game, which is another reason to watch Bletchley Circle.
Why?
I was just talking about Bletchley Circle, Lauren, before you came on.
Okay.
Because they use those. They use
the Turing. Yeah.
His invention on that show. But Imitation Game is going to be rad. That he plays the guy that kind of invents the thing that breaks codes.
Yeah. Alan
German
Turing.
codes.
Yeah, and Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be amazing in it.
Yeah.
And in case you're wondering, also our everybody's favorite Downton Abbey or Irish Catholic.
Yeah, right there, Kristen.
That's a lot.
I think I'm having.
Are you having trouble?
Are we going for Branson? Is Branson going to be in it? Is this what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's it.
Okay, so we've got Branson is in that, and then Grantham is in.
And you should absolutely watch every interview that Benedict Cumberbatch and Keira Knightley do together because they are so adorable. It's not even funny. I would absolutely ship them if he was not already engaged and she was not already married.
I forget that. Yeah.
I can't ship them. I can't do that.
No.
See, I can't even ship Benedict Cumberbatch anymore with me because
because
you know.
What about Benedict and Martin?
No.
Whoa!
She's
Hey, I
throwing
thought that
curveball.
was a thing. I thought there was a lot
No,
of
that's
Sherlock
John and
Watson.
Sherlock. It's
Sorry.
totally different.
Sorry. Sorry.
And then I will
Apparently
ship
not.
till the kingdom come, okay?
Yeah,
Dang.
Those are
that's
my
fair.
true OTP.
Yeah, that's a fair OTP. I am.
That is the one true. No, that's not true. Scully and Mulder are the one true OTP.
There it is.
The
But-
original
We're-
OTP.
The original.
Yeah.
Get that?
The original
Yeah.
OTP. But
You know me.
no, Martin Freeman. That's
Sorry, I'm
Oh, the
sorry.
right one.
That one,
No,
that was the
it's
right one.
this is why I can't stand the media, because I was just reading an article on Time. It was Time. Isn't Time supposed to be like, upstanding, smart articles that actually has something to say?
Yeah,
Not calling fans a bunch of crazy faces and then saying, "Oh, we want Martin Freeman to be his best man because Sherlock."
Stop it! Stop it, Time
I was just
Magazine.
angry. I was angry at them because they're lazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh.
They're not bothering to understand the
The depth and the
Fandom.
complexity of love.
yeah words.
So true. No truer words were spoken there, Laura.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I'm sure we'll have you back again to discuss further Benedict
Oh.
developments.
For
Oh.
sure.
Cumberbatch.
You can be our wedding correspondent, and when Sherlock comes back around, whenever Sherlock
I will
rumors are
die.
happening, we're gonna need
I
you.
will just. Oh, they start filming in January for the special.
There you go.
Hey.
Amazing.
If you can follow Arwell Jones on Twitter, he does like little hints here and there saying, "Oh, we're starting! Hooray!"
Awesome.
So get excited because there's going to be a bunch of pictures that weren't supposed to be taken floating around the internet.
Yeah, they
Love
will
that.
be.
I love that. Beautiful. I'll be tumbling it up.
Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right, ladies.
Thanks. Bye,
Have
Lauren.
a good night.
Bye.
You're a lady.
Yep, she just said, "All right, ladies."
That's true.
Oh,
As one
and
of the
Jerry.
girls. It makes sense.
I'm still here. I am
You have to hang up. I can't hang up, otherwise I gotta call.
trying. I'm sorry, ladies and sir.
Oh wait, I think I can click this. There it goes.
Hey!
You made her feel awkward.
Technology,
about
so hard.
masturbating, you know?
That was fun.
Yep,
Good.
it was good.
Yes,
That
Yes,
was
her
delightful.
geekery knows no bounds. I
Yeah.
can't believe she. I can't believe she admitted to having an Anthony Stewart.
I'm just excited that that's a thing.
I love it so much.
I'm really
Oh,
happy to
man.
know that that exists.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Cumberbatch getting hitched.
Getting hitched, guys. Cumberbatch getting hitched. How come that hasn't been a thing yet?
Cumber hitched.
Cumber hitched. Oh
Cumber
man, he
hitched.
beat me to it.
Oh.
Damn it.
You gotta be quick with me.
Gotta be
I'm from
fast.
Erie, PA. All right. So now that we've discussed that, let's go into the another internet related thing. The Pink Ranger.
Oh man, talk about childhoods, man.
I know. Amy Jo Johnson.
It's the exact same.
Nice.
Dude,
He does look
yeah.
the exact same.
Yeah.
She's like this big. People that
I think
size
it helps.
don't age.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it helps because she's about.
Well, I think the guitar put her to scale on that video. It's like twice her size.
She needs a child's guitar or maybe a ukulele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But
So, I mean, what was the story behind that?
she was crowdfunding. She's jack of all trades, as they
Obviously.
say. So she wants to direct, and so she was doing a crowdfunding for a film that she wants to put together. And actually, what I think was great about the story is David Yost, who plays
AKA
the Blue
Billy,
Ranger,
the Blue
Billy,
Ranger.
the Blue Ranger, essentially called her out and said, like, oh, if you really want to do some crowdfunding, what you should do is perform as the Pink Ranger. Like, essentially, calling her out to do this. So she did. Now, this is the Pink Ranger, mind you, who wouldn't even suit up for the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah.
It was almost like I would kind of equate it to like Jessica Biel, like cutting ties with Seventh Heaven, like, nah,
Right.
like, I'm done with that.
Yeah,
and she's
this
like,
is-
No
yeah,
more
I'm done with Pink
basketball and a
Ranger.
Christian
And
t-shirt.
she shows up singing on a street corner, dressed as Pink Ranger to raise money for this crowdfunding thing, which I just think it makes it rad.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is like, it's smart because the Green Ranger figured out by embracing his old style, it's like, oh my gosh, I found success. Blue Ranger's like, oh, no, duh. What's his name again?
Yost. David
Yost jumped on it. He got success out of it. Black Ranger jumped in, who, when I was like, oh, the Black Ranger, I think it was Laddie that was like, that's racist. I'm like, no, he's
No, like,
literally the
legit.
Black
I was
Ranger.
like, oh,
Oh, yeah, you're right. And he jumped on it, and he got success. And I think it just took a little while to realize, oh, wait, there's a pattern here.
yeah. But
I mean,
also,
she's
she
been on
wasn't
stuff.
unsuccessful. Like,
Yeah.
she had Felicity, she had Flashpoint, although not widely watched in the U.S., was
Yeah.
a really big show in Canada and on for a long time. So
Yeah.
she hasn't
She didn't need it.
Yeah, she-
So that realization didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
True.
But when you're trying to crowdfund something,
and I don't know. I think sometimes it's, and I hope, my hope and prayer is that one day.
She's really serious about this, you guys.
I'm really serious about this because, this is someone who at a time was like, Pink Ranger in my past, not going to do it, but ends up coming back and embracing it for this thing that she's doing.
Yeah.
My hope and my prayer, and I know it's probably not going to happen, but I really do think that Christian Bale should come back around to his Newsies roots. And if he comes back and reprises that role of Jack
that was where
Kelly,
that was going.
Yeah, that was really left field.
you guys...
I actually had a list of things that were your hope and prayer, and that was not even
that
on
was
there.
not
I really think, because he's been so adamant, like, he won't even talk about Newsies.
Yeah.
But I think he's really missing his untapped potential in fan base that's like, we were with you since Jack Kelly. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Santa Fe, I'm not even gonna go with you on this right now, cowboy. You need to freaking cowboy up and admit that you've got a large group of ladies who you owe a lot to.
Now
is
it's the
true.
time to seize the day, even, I'd say.
Yeah.
I would say that.
It's true. I would definitely
One would say.
Oh, man. I mean, I would be for that. I think...
Bring them all back. Bring Bill Pullman. Bring them all back.
Like, Bill Pullman would totally do it. I bet Moscow...
David Moscow?
David
Are you
Moscow.
kidding me?
Why wouldn't he do it? Like...
Aaron Lore?
Yeah, that reunion would be
Welcomed.
incredible.
Even Moscow, though, let's be real for a second. That guy, it's a tragedy because he was engaged to Kerry Washington at one point.
He was?
Yeah.
What?
No.
So he, this guy
He's had a
needs
rough
some
time.
life
He
in his
needs
life.
this. Christian
Yeah.
Bale.
Yeah. If
Do
for
it for
any
David.
reason, it's for David. He needs this.
Man.
I believe that's
Wow.
what he was.
That kind of defies logic. David Moscow, she is so much more better looking than he is.
Hey,
I'm gonna
I
check
have
this IMDb
had
just
a crush
to
on David Moscow, like, my entire life. So
But-
I would...
I mean, remember when he played the dirtbag in Honey? He kind of had it going.
No.
Was he?
Oh, yeah.
Kristen would
Like the
remember
scumbag.
this.
Yeah.
I've only seen Honey once, and...
Let me confirm I'm not lying, but I believe that's the case.
But I'm just going to say, no, I don't remember anything, honey. I forgot that was even a movie till you brought that up.
Hello, Mekhi Phifer and Joy Bryant. What's not to love?
Joy Bryant is in that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, I feel like Joy Bryant was a thing, like, long before I knew she was a thing.
Dude, Antoine Fisher, she made that movie. Other than the actual people who were in it.
yeah,
Like,
Denzel
Denzel Washington.
main people.
Yeah. We watched that in class when I was in high school, and I remember, like, literally nothing
I
about
liked it.
I'm sure
All
it
I
was
remember is
great.
at the end, it's like they had this. She's like, are you hungry? He's like, I could eat.
Yeah, and she was okay. I can't remember her. She was good in that.
She was good in that. I've always got I got a soft spot for Joy Bryant. I love her.
Yeah,
She's
she's
great.
in my, like, imagined casting of my novel, she's totally one of the characters.
Ugh.
Yeah, for sure.
I like how in your novel,
Oh
not your
my-
movie, because she's gonna show up in
Wow.
your novel.
See
Look at
that?
that.
Wow,
Evidence.
Davey, man, I'm sorry. That blows.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
That
like,
blows.
and it was before she got, like, super famous, right? And
Yeah,
it
but
was,
she
like,
still looked the same, didn't
Yeah,
she?
she
And
looks
she's
exactly
clearly
the
always
same.
been that
so,
awesome.
like, he not only missed out on the amazing looks, but the amazing fame.
The epitome of the one that got away.
Yeah, that's rough.
So this guy
Seriously,
needs
tell
to
me about it,
win.
because she's in one of my top women I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah,
Understandable.
this is true.
I get.
You're not
Man,
grown up?
David Moscow, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Not until I can pull off a trench coat like Olivia Pope. No way.
Yeah. Who is grown up until that
Yeah.
point?
Not
You know
until
what?
I can drink wine in a white suit.
Not until I can pull off a red carpet as pregnant as that woman was. No
Right.
way.
Gosh.
Goodness.
Gosh. Like, here's the thing. She was pregnant through, like, most of the second season of that show, and no part of her body changes except her belly, so all they have to do is, like, put a lamp in front of her, and you have no idea that
Right?
she's pregnant.
Defies
I'm in front of it, and they're
Yeah.
like, why is her face so puffy? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm allergic to wine. That's not it.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Wow.
how- yeah.
But anyway, Christian Bale, if you're listening, we want a Newsies reunion.
We want to see this happen for the good of the team.
Or
Take one for the team.
Yeah.
can I offer a secondary request? If he's not feeling Newsies, let's reprise Lori. Right? Did we all
Oh,
fall in love with
yeah.
Little Women.
Yeah, Little Women. I could do
Okay,
that.
I'm not as attached to Little Women as I am to Newsies, so.
Granted, I would agree.
But I will
Well, it
give you
was
that.
filmed in the town next to mine, so I have a special place in my heart.
There
for
you
it.
go. There you
He's
go.
so charming as Lori.
Yeah. Really liked him. And the funny thing is that when I read the book, I never liked Laurie. I thought Laurie was a tool. And then I watched the movie.
And then Christian Bale brings him to life, and you're like,
no, I get it.
I get you. I
Can
see
we
you.
just one more thought on Christian Bale here?
All right.
While we're talking about the man,
Obviously.
how does that guy still have such a strong accent?
Dude.
Like, he's basically from here at this point.
Is he living over here now?
Like,
No, but I think he lives in England, doesn't he? Because he wants his kids to, like, not grow up on the map.
I guess that's true, but I feel like he's just spent so
But
much
how much
time
he
here
works
and
over
so
here.
much of his life
Half and half,
here.
at the very least.
Yeah, he has such a thick accent for, like, not, and it's one of those in between accents but it's in between like Welsh and English. It's not
in between
American is not in there.
No, yeah. I chalk it up to his insane stubbornness. Is what I'm gonna. I mean, he's gone.
probably
How long
true.
is it? Almost 20 years not talking about Newsies.
Yeah, when he sets his mind to something,
He sets his mind to something. He's like, nah, I'm British.
Yeah.
Like he's got some strong roots, man.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad.
Let's talk about that.
Casting rumors are a flurrying. A flurrying?
All flutter.
A flutter. That's what I was looking for. They're a flutter.
There are a flurry of rumors surrounding the
I've heard it
casting.
both ways.
But it's a flurry of rumors of all the same rumors, though. It's not like there's 100 people for each character. It's just
True.
the same.
Right? Yeah, it's not
I'm just
like
saying people are all a Twitter.
Yeah,
if
all
I
on
may.
Twitter.
Pun
What is it
intended.
that they keep on? Oh, like
So
True
the-
Detective.
Yeah.
Like where it's like every week it's like a new group of people.
So this
who
one
are
is
gonna be-
not. This one isn't all a bunch of new people. It's just people are very excited. I think about the casting news coming out of this movie. So,
like for sure we have Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
as Harley Quinn,
Yeah.
I think that's the only for sure. Because I
Yeah.
feel like everyone else is very rumor-esque. So we've got
Jared Leto.
Jesse Eisenberg possibly as.
Well, I think he is Lex Luthor because he was already
he
Lex
is.
Luthor, right?
Wait, he's Lex Luthor and already being shot for Batman versus Superman, and he's already contracted on for Justice League.
Yeah.
Now the Suicide Squad, that's
where it's like, is he going to be in that or not?
Rumors. That's rumors.
right, and that's what we're talking about. So this is a rumor.
Well, yeah,
Well,
it's
I was
just that
clarifying what she was.
Okay,
on.
sorry.
Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor is not a rumor. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor in Suicide
Squad
It's a
is a rumor. Got it.
Is a
Tracking.
rumor.
I'm with
And
you.
then Joker, Jared Leto. That's a big
Dude,
one
that
right
would
now.
be kind of awesome.
I'm torn on this.
I'm for it because the people I seem most disappointed with for Joker, who I'm kind of like in the back of my mind that could be cool, turn out to be some of the best.
I mean, I was
that's
super
fair, yeah.
skeptical with Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I mean Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, like
Mark
okay.
Hamill's the greatest of
Mark.
all time.
Well, obviously Mark Hamill,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I guess you're right. And Jared Leto is like a total chameleon, right? So like when he's in a role, he's disappears into
Which I
it.
think they need to be careful about, and I would hope
Yeah.
that if he does, someone will come alongside. I would hope. I don't know who that would be. I don't know who was close enough with Heath at that time to be able to come along Jared and be like, dude, you really, like, seriously, please,
careful
and
with this
be
one.
careful. And honestly, not just like lip service, but honestly have someone to be checking in with him.
Right.
If he's going to go where Heath went.
Yeah.
Well, it's also one of those ones where who may do a completely different type of Joker for this because Suicide Squad is a lot more.
Yeah, it's a different kind
feel.
of property.
Could be a different feel. You're right.
It's not as dark in that sense. It's dark in a comedy sense.
Yeah.
So he could pull off a different style, which could be more fun.
Yeah.
Who knows?
True. Good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, but that Nolan side, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
because
because and here's my thing. I think that's why I'm like sort of wary on it is because I think of Suicide Squad as being more of like a comedically dark property, and so I don't like. When does Jared Leto ever really do like comedy? Like you don't want like the Joker to be like tonally different from the rest of
he
your.
has done a little bit too dramatic, not melodramatic, but I mean, like he can be versatile. Like even in Fight Club, he was great as Angel Face.
Yeah, but he wasn't like.
No, you're right.
Funny.
That's the thing, though. It's none of his stuff has ever been funny.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm
good
just, like
point.
he's always
I
like
don't know.
even as far back as like My So-Called Life, right? Like he's
Yeah.
like brooding bad boy. He was never like
So maybe this will
dropping
be a good
punchlines.
stretch for. I don't know.
Funny role.
I don't know. I feel like maybe it'll be a good stretch for him. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
What?
She said, except for 30 seconds to Mars.
But
Ouch.
29 seconds to Mars. Beat that, Jared Leto.
You lose, Jared Leto. Yeah, so I think that's why I'm like a little wary of it. Like, not that you need to be like ha 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 over the top slapstick funny for something like this, but I do think that there's like a lightheartedness. Because Suicide Squad is almost like the closest thing I can think of is like, well, and in terms of like if we're looking at Marvel movies, I think that that's the one that could be closest in tone to like the Marvel ones, because I don't think Justice League is tonally anything like Avengers or anything like that. I mean, it is when it's, like, on TV and stuff, but I don't think if they're continuing on the trajectory they've done with, like, Superman and stuff like that, you're not going to get the same lighthearted... Right.
That makes so much sense, because someone was comparing the DC movies and Marvel movies, where, like, Marvel movies are people who happen to be spectacular, who do spectacular things. Yeah. Where DC is, like, they're these gods who are perfect, and, you know, they're just untouchable, and it feels kind of out of, you don't feel like you could be attached to them. Yeah. But Suicide Squad's can bring that. But, I mean, at the same time, Green Arrow and Flash are doing that.
Yeah.
So. Okay, and gosh, Arrow has already introduced Suicide Squad into their plot lines or whatever, and the guy who's playing Deadshot is, like, one of my favorite characters, even though he's like total a-hole, you know, because he kills people.
Who is it? Who plays him, or do you know?
I have no idea. He's not in a whole bunch of stuff. I was looking him up. His face looks familiar.
Right. You're like, I'm sure I've seen him somewhere.
And I'm sure, so he's one of those guys where I'm like, oh, I think he's been in some things, nothing major, but I really like his character. Even though, like, especially towards the kind of later episodes that he's in, especially second season, when they kind of have the Suicide Squad coming around. I really like it. Plus, I'm obsessed with that show right now, as everybody now knows, because I'm super into it. But anyway, so I think it'd be cool, and it's a cool concept, and you know the ways that they've used it in the show already, I think might be helpful for some people who aren't necessarily super,
like comics oriented. Like,
yes, thank you. Sorry, I totally like. Completely had a brain fart and was like, did not even know where I was talking about. Where am I? Who are you?
Who are you?
Who am I? I don't know. I guess I have a lot to ponder.
Funny story. My mic came unplugged while we were recording yesterday, and we didn't realize that it didn't record the audio at the end. So, this here is me the next day, apologizing for the fact that you are missing a segment of the podcast. That's on me. That is on me. So, apologies for that, but we will see you next time. I hope that you're not too upset with us, even though I'm sure you missed some major gold in this segment. You know, because we're full of a lot of really great insights. You know, really smart ones. You know what we were going to say about, following us on the iTunes, the Stitcher, the Tumblr, the Twitter, the wherever you can find Electric Fan Cave and Electric Feast. Go to electricfeast.com, see the blog, find out about the things we talked about, because you know you want to see that video of Chris O'Dowd eating a fly. Who would want to miss that? Thanks for listening, everybody, and real sorry about the technical difficulties. Talk to you next week.